Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to the Ryan A. Clark Show on the Clark Network. I am Ryan Clark. In this video, I wanted to talk about the final day of this CBA negotiation. I think it's now come to this. It is now or never. Last night, the WNBA, the league, sent over their final proposal to the players. The details haven't come out yet. I'm kind of curious what might be what we already rumored to hear about in their meeting, but we'll see how that goes. But ESPN reports have come out that the league sent the offer over, and it's now on the players. And I'm interested to know if you guys have pretty much opinions on both sides as to who you believe. I guess say I won't say more right, but who kind of who should give in a little more to get this thing going. Let's see on the player side, they're fighting for ultimately all this is really boiling down to revenue share. This is what is pretty much is boiled down to. And the players feel like they deserve 30% of the net gross, which is pretty much as soon as the league gets the money, they want their 30% cut, no matter what. Whatever comes into the league, they want 30%. And I mean, pretty much that's pretty much what the sticking point is in this. They feel like they're owed it. They feel like they have done enough to warrant it with the rising in the attendance and the rising in views. They feel like that's what they deserve, and they feel like they've worked hard to get it. Um, it depends on how you feel about that. That's on the player side of it. On the league side, they're more saying that giving them 30% of the net gross would sink them. They put out a projection of losing almost $700 million if they agree to what the league wants. I mean, the players want. And on the league side, they don't want to give up gross, but they do want to give up net revenue, which would pretty much the cost of everything after expenses are paid. And most of the expenses would be for what the players want: security, 5-star hotels, jet planes, things like that. So the league is proposing after everything is paid, then they'll get their 70% cut. That's the league is offering them. That's pretty much what the revenue share is. And I mean, I don't know. I've heard up to 70% in the beginning. I've also heard up to 15% because in the before coming into the league, it started at 9. Sorry, coming into the year, it started at 9. Then he bumped it up to 12. Then he bumped it up to 15. I've heard up to 70, but that could be wrong. But uh, regardless to it, ultimately, I'm more on the owner side. I think a lot of fans are also. Don't get me wrong, I'm for the players getting more money, and the owners have shown that they're giving more money. The latest projection that we heard coming out of Monday, that at the end of this proposal agreement in 2031, they're looking to get $2.4 million max salary, $1 million average salary. That's tough to turn down. I understand you want your part, and you are still getting your part. You just want it up front, which is kind of it looks bad. It just looks like it looks totally negative. And for the players, I understand it's what they want. Some feel it's what they deserve, but a lot of fans don't think that. A lot of fans are feeling like you guys are kind of riding off the Caitlin Clark wave. It's shown in the numbers that Caitlin Clark is the needle, the table. It's shown that, and that's just what it is now. But it just seems like the players aren't accepting that. Recently, Asia Wilson has spoken out about it. Sophie Cunningham is also sorry, excuse me. Sophie Cunningham has also spoken out about it, and they both have kind of said the same. They know that it's a negotiation. They know that this what comes with it. However, they still feel like they're owed something. They still feel like they are owed that gross, and this is what they believe. A lot of fans don't, me included. I don't feel like that way, but it's tough, man. They're fighting for. They want to change the structure. A lot of the top players want to change the structure of everything and want to make like a record breaking deal that'll change women's basketball. And that's fine. It's just not right now. You guys are finally possibly making a profit and they can see the projection. It's just that it just seems like a little bit that the players are being stubborn and it just really seems like the older players just want their money now. And again, it just not hasn't been coming off good to the fans at all. And a lot of the people who are really pushing for the league to start are the Caitlin Clark fans and the new money. So you guys are pushing for the new money, but you're pushing away the new money in the same hand. So it's kind of like, what are you doing? It's like, you don't want to really want to put the work in to get the new money, and you've been pushing Caitlin Clark fans away. So it's tough to say. And for those who are saying thinking it's not the Caitlin Clark fans, you can check the ratings. It's all in there. Last year when she got hurt, she only played 13 games. Last time she got hurt. After that, they sunk 55%, and it's all in the numbers. She alone brings in her own million fans. So it's tough to deny what she's doing and how she's doing it. When she was on NBC, she did great, and the views came back from that. It was 4.5 million. Granted, it may not all be her. Pretty sure it was about three just for the game alone. It was Lakers and Knicks, but just the fact alone of her bringing 1 million, 1.5 million fans, that's who she is. That's what she brings, and no other player in the league can say that. It's just what it is, and I think what's coming, and I think what a lot of the older players are going to see coming is that these new stars, they're bringing that internet fan base with them. So the numbers are all going to go up. It's just what it's going to be. Caitlin Clark is just the first. There's going to be as I said, like the Olivia Miles, the Hannah Dagos, the Audie Crooks, and things like that. Michaela Blakes, and it's gonna it's gonna happen. This is just showing that it's coming. And I just think that they see it and they just want to make sure that they get something out of it, not a little bit out of it. And I just think it's bad leadership. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it came to this. And me personally, I do hope that they get this done because I'm not one of the solo Caitlin Clark fans. I do watch the WNBA and appreciate it. Um, but I think they overplayed their hand. I think they should have waited a year, wait till the TV deal come in, and then try to get some more money. But I just think they got too antsy, and this has all played out too long. Now they've already missed the expansion draft for the two new teams coming in, Portland and Toronto. The NBA draft is or WNBA draft is scheduled to come up soon. They have 80% of the league is free agents right now. Free agency can't go on because there's no agreement. There's no details of how much they're going to be making. And even when the owners tried to at least talk to the players, the WNBA told everybody to not talk and not sign anything. So it's been really tough trying to get things going and trying to get things progressing to where time isn't missed and games isn't missed. It looks like games might be missed. WNBA president, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, Neke Okumike, sorry if I said it wrong, but she spoke out about the CBS or the WNBA offer, saying that her words were well put. She was saying that players want to play games, and she's confident that games will be played this season, which is a good sign. But it's little details in that saying, what do you mean by that? You trying to say that some games are going to be missed because the season starts May 8th, and everybody's looking forward to the two young stars, Paige, Caitlin Clark, Dallas First Fever. That's the headline. Um, I'm also looking forward to Aces versus Mercury, the finals rematch, but we know what the top game is and things like that. Paige versus Caitlin, and I just hope that that's not missed because it's a great chance that it can be. Because once this agreement gets signed, you have to speed through everything. The drafts, like I said, the expansion draft, free agencies taking a hit, 80% of the league. That's a lot of people who are waiting on this deal to get done. And I'm very curious why nobody has spoke up because that's money that you possibly could be losing. And you seeing this and hearing it, and it's like, man, what can I? Why aren't y'all signing? So again, like I said, it's now or never. I hope the deal gets done. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know what you think. If you guys are on the player side, you feel like this is what they're owed, they should get the gross, let me know. If not, if you think maybe they're delusional, either way, just let me know in the comments. Thank you. And oh, sorry, before I go, thank you again for the support. I'm seeing more comments and things like that. Thank you for tuning in. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.